On a quiet residential street in Portland, Oregon, you will find the most comprehensive collection of hats in the country, which makes it the perfect place to let your head play dress-up.
Perfect fit.
Hey, you would be Luann.
I am.
And I'm guessing this is the National Hat Museum.
This collection was actually put together by Alice Selby. She passed away about 2 years ago.
How many hats you got in here?
Currently we have over 2,200 on display. It's been a museum going on almost 18 years as a hat museum, and the house is also on the National Historic Register. When she refurbished this house, she invited back all of the contractors to see the final product, and they decided that she should marry her house since she loved it so much. So they ran out and got a wedding cake and a wedding dress, and as you notice, the man's head is a house. There's actually a ring attached to the rafter in the attic. We have a large collection of original Edwardian hats.
They were big in Edwardian.
Yes, huge.
Why so big?
Because money was being spent after when King Edward took the throne. It was all about spending money.
Showing it off.
Showing it off, definitely. They came out of style almost in a heartbeat once we had the introduction of the car, because there were no windshields and there were no roofs, so...
Those suckers would blow right off.
Exactly, exactly.
What do we got under the microscope here?
This is an extraordinary hat. It is made from spun straw, and it's a Civil War bonnet from 1865.
Wow.
So all that fine work you see in there would have taken hundreds of hours to do.
You've got an actual Phyllis Diller hat.
This one showed up on the doorstep of the museum shortly before she passed away.
Oh, this is your celebrity area.
Yes.
This looks like Vegas here. Cher could wear that.
Yes. This is the room where we have samples of hats, vintage, new, and old. And as the guests come through the museum, they're welcome to come in here and try different things on, see what works for them.
Where do you think you'd wear that hat?
To a horse race or to a special event of some kind.
Wedding, funeral?
Wedding, maybe. It's definitely a statement hat to wear to some special event.
Flower show?
Yeah, sure.
Christening?
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, why not?
So these hats are for sale in here?
Yes. Within this room, this is a hat that if there's something that you love, you can buy it.
I could purchase this hat.
Certainly could.
I'm not going to. Now you got some men's hats in here, huh?
We do. There's an example of some fabulous top hats in here. The top one is a true beaver hat. What you do is that you take two hands and you press it to your heart. And then you keep it either under your arm, or if you're at the theater, there's probably wires underneath your chair, and you would slip this hat underneath it. And then when you get up and you're ready to go, you just pop it, and away you go. This is a very unusual hat that we like to play a little game with, where we ask everybody what they think it's made out of.
Some sort of animal pelt?
No.
No? Can I touch it?
No.
No.
Bad.
No, don't touch. I don't know, I give up. What is it?
Well, it's actually made out of a mushroom.
Straw hats were apparently very popular.
And everything you see on this shelf and up is over 100 years old.
Aren't they also called boaters?
Yes, boaters.
Are you impressed that I knew that?
I am.
There's some famous hat wearers here. You got Sherlock Holmes, Capone, Johnny Depp. A lot of birds died to make those feathers.
Sadly, yes, but it is a beautiful workmanship and piece of art.
The Roy Rogers hat, the most valuable hat in the collection.
Well, probably not the most valuable, but one of
the most valuable in the
One
collection.
of the most valuable, definitely.
Why? It looks like a pretty simple hat.
It is, but it's hard to find them and to get them in working order. It's really amazing.
You got the gun aimed at my head.
Sorry, but that's how the good guys would have, given up their guns. But then when you took your hat off, still got you.
Where are we going now?
We're going into the funny hat room. Alice was all about glitz and dressing up, but she loved a good joke, so this was her favorite room. This one was made by the director before she passed away.
So she made hats too.
Oh yes, a lot of the hats here have been made, or she made them for other people.
What do you call this?
Her train of thought hat. And of course, everybody needs this hat. It's the Thanksgiving table hat, complete with corny music.
This looks interesting.
It is. Everybody should have an opportunity to have somebody sing happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
How do you make it stop? Luann, if somebody wants to make an appointment to visit the National Hat Museum, what do they do?
Give us a call ahead of time, and we're just 5 minutes from downtown Portland.